Welcome back to another Pennies Daily. Oh, this is gonna be a weird start, but anyway, there's the seed if anybody wants to follow, and a comment that I picked up. This one from No Guard D or No Guard. If you keep making content, I'll keep watching. Edit first. Well, congratulations on that first on that video a couple days ago, or a day ago. Uh, but I guess with that, I guess I'll be forced to keep making videos. All right, hope you enjoy this one. So thank you for that. Very much appreciated. And how are we gonna do this? There we go. It only does half of it. Today I am feeling super undermotivated, along with yesterday, but it was a good thing that I had already like pre-recorded the the video a day ahead, so that way I could just, relax and find that little spark of something so you get back into it. But today I woke up and I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling it either today, but for whatever reason, it's like let's get Robo Baby in there, so that way we don't have to try to finagle ourselves as well. But there, I was like, the sun woke me up, and it was like shining in my eyes. I was like, oh my goodness, it must be like 1 or 2 o'clock. I'm late to do things. And I rolled over, looked at my phone, and it was very, very early. I'm like, you stupid ball of gas. Waking me up early. How dare you? But, starting off with our stats here with Eden, we got very good damage. Our movement speed is average. Our fire rate's pretty low, but our damage is, like, insane. It's very, very, very good right now. Much better than my normal starts are ever. And, oh yeah, it's Curse the XL. Okay, well, it's a good thing that we started with some Soul Hearts, otherwise we wouldn't have been able to get a Devil Deal at all. But, we have the D8 here, which will reroll our stats whenever we use it, and yeah, so I won't be using it, because generally it negatively affects you. And I don't want to give up our damage stat right now. Our fire rate can be fixed, however, damage is sometimes it can be a little more difficult to come across. But picking up the mark there, every time we hit an enemy, or consecutively hit them, it will increase our damage stat. And just with a room like this against Blood Clotties, you all know my adversation against Blood Clotties. It is something not to be trifled with. They are one of the mobs that any mob that kind of like jitters a lot and then just like shoots out a shot, I don't like. Kind of like with the flying anuses that you see mostly in like the womb. But sometimes you see them in the cathedral because they also have the homing effect, which I think those things are just absolutely cheating with how much they just spew out. They're just like bleh. Start with Rotten Tomato. Yeah, and our items actually aren't too bad. Yeah, look at that. Good usage of Robo Baby. Honestly, Robo Baby is starting to creep up there for me with familiars. He's not a typically very used familiar. Well, for me, he's not a very much used familiar because you have to angle him. But yeah, I think with like BBF, then he can be really, really strong. So let's see who our first boss is going to be. Little Horn. Okay. Oh, it's going to be Black Champion Little Horn. Alright. Well, hopefully we can mark him with the tomato effect. So that way, before he makes a Dark Matter Ball, like that. So that way the Dark Matter Ball goes to him. Very, very nice. That's one reason why I really like Tomato. Because there's so many bosses in this game that actually spawn. Like, look at that. Dark Matter Ball is just going right at him. And it's just an easy win. So let's go over here, and it's going to be Blighted Ovum. Okay, that's a little more difficult. But good thing we have really decent movement speed. Or should I say, base movement speed. Because I think it's based off of Eden. Or not Eden, Isaac. Get 2 more Soul Hearts, range up. Alright, well I guess I'll just get all the good items. And we don't have to worry about missing too much with Deadeye. And you know what? Yeah, I think that's going to be it for this 4. We'll just head on down. Yeah, pretty decent first floor. Now, Curse of the XLs, honestly, it's not that bad unless you get it on. Well, if you get it easy there. Hold on, I had to think there for a second. Oh, there's a tenor rock right there. Curse of the XL, you want it on the first floor, so that way you can do that. Get the shoot devil deal early. Unless you don't start with a soul heart, then it's a little bit of an issue. But getting on the first floor isn't bad. If you get it later on, then you basically miss. Sure, I'll take a little Steven. I should be using these reroll pedestals because we're getting them pretty luckily. Or it's pretty lucky of us that we're getting so many of them. I don't think we have something that is making it so that way those things are spawned. We don't have a trinket or anything like that. Let's pick that up and definitely go into our shop because we have lots of money. School bag would be good. If I can manage 2 more cents. Aw, dang, I was hoping it would drop 2 more. I'm not going to blow up the donation machine for school bag, even though it is a pretty good item. It can contribute to a lot of game breakingness. And oh look, there's money right there. Not gonna try to pick it up yet. We'll see what we can get. If we can get another bomb. Honestly, I probably shouldn't have used my bomb against the shopkeeper there, but we are gonna be able to get it now. Place down a bomb, kick it in the middle. There we go. You exit out, so that way the coins stop, flying around, and then you can just walk right back into the room. You can also do it if you use a bomb in a room, like with pots, or like in the shopkeep where you spawn spiders, you can just walk out and despawn them. So, take that, and you know what? We'll also buy this card. It's a sun card. Okay, we can use that on the next floor. It's going to make it so that way we have a heal if we come across, well, it won't matter about the heal. It's more for the mapping effect. But you can use it as a heal as well, for red hearts, that is. One of the things I thought about when I first woke up this morning was, well, not only why is the sun like shining like right in my eyes, but you ever get those like flashbacks of memories where like something triggers it? For me, it was the sun this morning, and I just thought about it, an old family pet, a dog. Her name was Shelby, and whenever it became summertime, and the reason why this triggered my memory was because it was really warm, and I was thinking about summer, and our family pet kind of came into mind, and she every summer she would basically look like she was melting because she was a chow mix, and so she was one of those dogs with very long, very thick hair, and and then one year my mom was like, you look miserable, let's get you shaved. So she took her to a dog groomer, and the dog groomer actually went through like several blades because she just had so much hair. And sure, we'll pick up Dad's less coin. It's a luck in range. Yay. This is just more damage, and I'm not gonna bet on Guppy's collar to save us if we pick up brimstone bombs. That's gonna be it for this floor. But and it just reminded me whenever we get her when we used to get her shaved, she would act just like a puppy again because she was like, I can do things. It's not, I'm not melting. It was I don't know. It was strange. Not as strange as this room. What is this? Is that a smiley face? Huh. I guess it is a smiley face. I don't feel like doing this room. If we can get a couple of bombs, we can get into the curse room and the vault. So we're going to do a little bit of a clear here before we decide to use our keys. Now, there is a little bit of a synergy between Deadeye and our controlled tiers here. And that's, Deadeye doesn't, not proc or unproc or basically you get the damage down until your tears have essentially, you know, decay or hit something. And since we can control our tears, they kind of sit around for a while. So a little bit of a synergy, even though I typically don't like this item because I like my tears just going straight the way that they do, and I don't really like you know, controlling them in this aspect, which is kind of a, I would argue, a dumb reason for not liking the item. I mean, even though it's my reason, I can understand if somebody doesn't understand that, but it just is. Alright, let's get rid of these shopkeep heads, and we can actually look into the store for a possible soul heart. Range upgrade, okay, that's good. Well, I'm glad I did that. Try to get through this greed fight without taking a hit. And we get swallowed penny, not bad. If we get our red soul heart, never come across like a temperance machine or demon beggar, then we can get a lot more money, because every time it has a chance of proccing. Ooh, look at that tomato effect. Oh, you love to see it. Well, there's a conjoined, so we're gonna go back and look inside the vault for any bombs, so we can get to the curse room, and of course the secret room. Arguably more important than the curse room, I would say, because there could be all sorts of goodies inside there. Get another justice. Oh boy, we get a second bomb. Okay, well, don't take pills. Don't take pills, kids. Speaking of pills,
Lock down.
Hey, look at that, perks. Not too bad. We can use something's wrong against like right here. Something's wrong. It's not a bad pill. You never really see anybody use it. However, it makes that black tar on the ground, and it slows enemies, but it only affects enemies that are on the ground, not flying enemies. Which I feel like there should be more, you know, AoE based ground kind of things. Kind of like black powder. Black powder affects everything that's above it. And I think that's going to be it for this floor. Might as well just go on and go. I would love to drop the D8 for something a little better. So we're going to be looking for that. But when it being really unmotivated is not particularly healthy. Then again, you shouldn't be counting on. Oh, okay. I just didn't even pay attention. You shouldn't be relying on motivation to do anything. You should. The way I've understood, what is it? Psychology, is that the best time to really be doing anything is when you don't feel like doing it. Because then when you want to do it, you feel even more rewarded. And after you do something that you don't feel like doing, you actually end up feeling better about doing it. So, in essence, you just feel better all around. Instead of just getting that little spark where it's like, oh, I have inspiration, I watched this motivational speaker and, you know, it's like now I feel like doing all these things. I feel like, you know, learning this instrument again, or drawing, or... Okay, well, this is just... Alright, we're the familiar train. Let's go! Choo-choo! Wow, I can't believe that, that actually hit me. A diagonal shot. However, our money situation is amazing, and I will actually take Tear Detonator over... the D8 there. And I'll show you here. If you get a bunch of tears, then bam! Look at that. That's a lot of tears to be hitting something. It's almost like a lead pencil kind of shot. Except not as frequent. It's a little bit slower. If we end up getting, I think it's 9 volt. Like, look at that. That is just crazy good damage. And with conjoined here, that's helping us quite a bit. Just a wave of death. Oh, I don't have a bomb. We could play this a little bit. I'll go down to 20 cents. Nothing. Oh, he gave us a soul heart. Okay, well, I guess that works. Watch out for the red tier. Is this an XL? No, it's just Curse of the Maze. Okay. Well, I thought it was going to be a little... This is a pretty big floor. But back to the motivation thing. I have found that it seems about every, I don't know, every 2 to 3 weeks, I just don't feel like doing anything. Oh, I can't believe he actually managed to get us with that one shot. That sucks. I think that's gonna be it for this floor. We might as well just go on down. We're actually flying through this a little. Oh, I didn't use the Joker card. You idiot. I mean, I could use the Joker card now. There's no point in doing so. Because we have 100% double deal chance, that's why. But instead of, you know, complaining like, oh, I just don't feel like doing it, you just do it anyway. You'll feel better afterwards. Nose Goblin, I think I'll take that over Swallowed Penny. If we end up finding a Temperance Machine, then I'll come back for it. Especially with, like, my thumbnails that I've been doing recently, where I'm actually, like, hand drawing them, instead of using a mouse or just, you know, editing images and clipping them together, like I was before. There's been times where I'm like, I can probably just get away with a little bit of something. And then after, like, hello? Oh, it was this guy down here. It's very dark. I can hardly see anything. Look at that damage. You love to see it. And then after, like, actually, I don't want monsters too. I'll stick with the combo we have here. We basically have almost unlimited HP. Well, unlimited enough HP. Got our key. We are on... We need to find our teleportation card. Look at that damage. Hey, we may actually go to Hush as well. Just because of how quick we're killing things. And Tier Detonator is going to help quite a bit against them. So let's go back and try to find our Fool card from the Tinted Skull. It's not from one of those. Watch it be the opposite direction that we need to go. Alright. Well, we don't have to worry too much because we are so far ahead of time. I think that's because of the Curse of the XL that we got on the first floor. It wasn't like a majorly big first floor either, even though it was Curse of the XL. Excuse me. Bad worm. Bad. Emperor. No, we don't want that. We want the Fool card. I hate this room. There we go. Hey, a Holy card. Okay. We'll just go ahead and use that now. And protect us from one shot. Honestly, I should wait until Deadeye is fully proc and then use Tier Detonator. There it is. About time. It's a good thing we had an extra bomb. And now we gotta make our run all the way back. I could actually use money here to get another charge from the charge beggar there for prayer card and just get a bunch of HP. But I don't think that's going to be necessary. Let's go on back. Go on back. Roll it back. I think the greatest... Okay, Tier Detonator worked pretty well there. The greatest, you know, form of, I guess, like, confidence or form of motivation is just the general, you know, feel-goodness of... I'm not good at explaining these kind of things. Which one do we want? Polaroid or negative? Let's go negative. Alright, well, I'm glad I went in there. And inside here was Adrenaline, Leo, and Mongo Baby. Well, we have all the Let's just go Mongo baby, because we have all the familiars. This is a familiar run. Alright, well. Good to see that. We're gonna go back for our Joker card here, just in case we don't get one on the next floor. Or I could use it on the Hush fight. We don't really have any bombs. I don't feel like playing the... we got a couple of red hearts. Well, he didn't pay out. Big sad. I was kind of hoping that he would pay out a little bit sooner, but all we got was a trinket, which doesn't affect us too much. But as I was saying before, like the greatest, I think, form of not really motivation, but just doing something is... I know it sounds weird. That's right, we didn't put anything in there. But the satisfaction afterwards, it definitely makes it a lot more tolerable whenever you're doing something. Especially if it's something that you know that you can do. And one thing that I've learned with the whole art thing is that learning different techniques and, well, not really techniques, but different little tips and tricks on how to do certain things, like different shading and stuff like that. It works if you're trying to learn a skill. It's best, especially when it comes to art or anything like that. I have found that let's say you look at a... how am I trying to explain this? If you try to do something yourself, instead of doing a one-to-one copy from like a tutorial, because I've watched a lot of tutorials on YouTube. That's one thing that YouTube is so good at. Even these videos that I do, even though I'm sitting here ranting, I do give little tips and tricks on how to... Oh, I didn't even fire anything. I just kind of... You can't have any tear detonating if there's no tears, dummy. I do give tips and tricks on how to play and whatnot. However, you need to know how to apply those tips and tricks in a certain situation. Like, let's say you have a diplopia. It's like, okay, well, what's a good... I know diplopia can duplicate things, and I can go to, you know, the item room, the shop, devil deal, angel deal. There's lots of places to use it. However, you know, not all of it is obvious. Like when to use it, where to use it. I'm not saying that I'm correct all the time. And sometimes it's just your preferred way of doing something. And that's, when you're learning skills, sometimes, like with art, if you try to learn how to draw, I don't know, a face, you can do a one-to-one tutorial and follow somebody and get the same exact thing that somebody else has, but you're not learning from it. You're not taking skills that are applicable. I just did it again. And applying them, you know, building yourself. And I've been watching a bunch of stuff. I've been watching a bunch of tutorials and whatnot, but I've been applying them to my thumbnails and not doing a one-to-one, you know, ratio. And okay, well, we'll pick this up, and I think we'll just use the Joker card now. Okay, well, glad I did. Had a Krampus. Have a good day. And down we go. So I've been applying these like tips and tricks on like shading, different alpha channels, and all this like filter stuff to some of my I don't know, if you look back over like the past, I don't know, 2 weeks or so of the thumbnails that I've been making, they've been slowly getting better. Or at least in my view, they're getting better. Oh, there goes the Holy Mantle effect. That's okay. It was bound to happen at some point. Thank you for protecting us, Holy Card. There's not a tinted rock there. Man, we really are flying through this game today. Maybe I'll end up recording more. I've kind of used up my backlog because of my day there that I wasn't motivated. And the other days where I tried to do anything, the days didn't want to pan out. or the runs didn't want to pan out, which is, you know, it happens. And sometimes it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. It's gonna be outside your control, and just gotta let it go and be like, you know what? I think this works that way. Ooh, I would definitely take the virus. If I had taken the adrenaline shot from stupid eye lasers. If I had taken an adrenaline shot from boss rush, then we would be 2 or 3 for spun. But you know what? I'll stick with that. Tear detonator doesn't work with brimstone. However, I just want them both anyway. Because now, we just need to focus on dodging when we're fighting Hush. Alright. It's good to know. Let's go back and fight one more room. No, 2 more rooms. So that way we get 2 more charges. And then when we beat Hush, we'll get... No, we don't need to do that. The Hush room is a double room, so we get 2 charges anyway. And so that way when we beat Hush, we'll have an extra... Or if we beat Hush. Hey, it does work. Okay, that's good to know. I guess it's exploding the tears from the familiars. We'll get a full charge for the prayer card. Let's go this. Pick up that. Troll bomb. A Hierophant card. Ooh. I'm not going to use it yet. Come here, Fruity Plum. Little cutie. Love seeing you. Probably one of my favorite familiars, I'm not going to lie. Is there... Bomber Boy, this gives us 5 bombs. We could look for a crawl space. Let's look in here. Humbling Bundle. The mystery gift. Let's actually look for a crawl space first. Just because we can use 4 bombs per room, and we have plenty of bombs. Actually, we probably could have used a little less than 4 bombs. And again, okay, it can't be in there. There's no rocks inside there. Do that. Okay, umbilical cord. Okay, there was no... I guess I'll just use the mystery gift in here. Hey, Dark Bum. Welcome aboard. Take these hearts and give me a demon soul heart, please. Oh, another 2 Hierophants. Okay. Thank you, my good sir. I'll be sure to pay you back in as many red hearts as I possibly can. Alright. Now, here comes the hard part. Beating up Hush. Let's go, familiars. I say hard part, but it's really not that hard. The thing with the control tiers here is that you can just set the cursor on a boss like this and then just worry about dodging the entire time. You don't have to worry about firing as well. It makes it much easier. It does kind of screw up homing, which is one reason why I don't like this item too much, which is kind of not a good reason to not like it, because it is a damage up and you can control your tiers, you know, and hit enemies from certain angles that you normally wouldn't. Nose Goblin's doing a good job. Well. Let's try to get Robo Baby in there. There you go. Good job, Robo Baby. I see you hustling. That just tear detonator shot. The continuum shots are the worst ones you gotta worry about. The commentary is going to be lacking for this fight because I'm kind of focusing a little bit. I would like to no-hit Hush. And the red tears and... There. Oh, there it is. No, get away from me. I don't... There we go. I finally did it. I can't believe it. I dodged the continuum shots in those red tiers. That's a first for me. And we get a range down. It doesn't matter because we have Brimstone. Alright, well, gonna do that and just head on down. We go down, right? Yeah, we have Polaroid. Or not Polaroid, negative. I don't know. It was weird that that memory kind of hit me. It's kind of strange how certain smells when like you're walking down the street and you can smell somebody barbecuing, and then out of nowhere you just get like a flashback to like, I don't know, when you're like 5 and at your grandparents' house or something. Mr. Mega's gonna be a little dangerous, but it's okay. We like danger here. I don't know if you guys have had anything like that recently, or even just, you know, me explaining like this could bring back memories. Oh, thank you. Now we're maxed out on HP. You'll love to see it. Now, to stop this, like, going, because I have my hands off the keyboard right now and I'm still firing, you just hit control and it stops it. Let's save on the prayer card for right now. So that way, when we get the 2 of diamonds, I will hold on to it. Just in case we get more money and we need to spend it on a beggar or something. What was I saying? I completely forgot. I could use a bomb here, but there's no need to. We have so much damage. 13.79 damage brimstone. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty cray-cray. Oh. I didn't time it right, but good thing we don't have perfection. And down we go. I probably should have used the prayer card there, because we lost a soul heart. Oh well. Let's see. We get Betrayal. Not good. Gimpy. It's alright. Spirit of Night. And Black Powder. Well, we really don't need any of these. Maybe the Flying at most. There we go. We got Leviathan. The rest of this, I don't really think we care about. I mean, I'll take Gimpy for the potential of another soul heart, but other than that, I think it's fine. But yeah, I don't think with the whole memory thing coming back, I don't know if you guys have had anything like that happen, or even recently. It's been happening to me more frequently. Maybe it's because I'm getting older. I'm becoming basically a senile old man. Even though I'm still in my 20s. I say in my 20s, but it's almost over. My prime is gone. Get it, Dark Bum. Thank you. It's definitely odd. Man, having this tomato effect is so nice. Chariot card. No, we don't really need it. Where's that boss room? Lamb, where are you? I need to kick your butt. Man, the heavy hitters for this run have definitely been Tear Detonator and the Mark. Oh, we ended up gulping. I guess we don't need to. We can just use the Emperor card now. I will actually go fight. What's his face? Delirium. That Tear Detonator. Just so nice. Delirium? Aw, no Delirium. Sad. Well, this was a kind of bit of a wacky run. We got so much damage and a lot of familiars. Huh. But, if you enjoyed this run, I hope you stick around for more, because there's more to come. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.